on here in terms of the fight. It seems that consumers are increasingly aware of the issues, but the banks and the U.S. trustees don't seem to be following the law. What do you think? What do you think to do about that?
I think we need to figure out a way to fund the litigation, because really the only enforcement is case by case in the courts, and unfortunately the victims of the situation most often can't afford that. So we need to figure out how to fund it, and we need to figure out how to facilitate education, awareness, and unity.
I understand you've seen some of the KingCast mortgage movies online as well.
Yes, I have. I saw them when you lived back east, and you had you were in court, and you were going to be talking to some of the lawyers out in the hall. Was that you?
That was me.
That was you. Small world. Now here we are in Seattle.
Indeed we are.
Let's take a moment to reminisce on that, shall we? As you can see from this 2010 mortgage movie excerpt, Matt Taibbi and I have been on the same chapter for quite a while now, although our pagination is somewhat different. Mr. Taibbi focuses more on identifying the systemic financial models of destruction that have been empirically used to disfranchise the middle class, while I, as someone who has experience as a title insurance producer and civil rights attorney and journalist, I focus more on the legal side and how to vindicate the homeowner's civil rights and contractual rights. Let's continue.
Hey guys, don't want to interrupt too long, but is this Ann Willette? No? Oh, I'm trying to
Listen,
yeah.
You need to turn that off.
Will you talk to me off record?
What's that?
Will you talk to me off record?
I'll talk to you off record.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Why not on record?
You need to turn that off.
But why? I'm just asking you, why not on record? I mean, you got to go into open court and discuss it on record.
Hey, I don't know who you are.
I told you, KingCast.net. I started Alpha Title Company here a number of years ago. I've done a couple hundred real estate closings, and I'm just curious as to a couple of questions.
Well, then I'll be happy to answer a couple of questions once you turn that off.
Very well, counsel.
Aha, but when we spoke off record, this lawyer for Merrimack Mortgage couldn't tell me anything. You know, who's got the note? Where's the missing assignment? Nothing. So the case just ricocheted around like a pinball. You know, where's the note? Where's the mortgage? Who's got the right to foreclose? Indeed we are. And what do you think needs to be done now in terms of making the judiciary recognize the abuse and making sure that the judiciary and the U.S. trustees follow the law?
Well, here there needs to stop being these non-judicial foreclosures where no one looks at the paperwork. I don't know what it was like where you were, but no court ever sees the paperwork in Washington State.
That's part of it. There's more. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Then it makes it easier for both negative and positive influence to get to judges at the same time.
Well, the problem is, though, you come across certain senators, like, I'll name names, like, for example, Kelly Ayotte, where I used to live in New Hampshire. She's basically bought and sold by Goldman Sachs and all those guys. So that, you know, then you have that issue, too, and, you know, what do you do with that?
That's right.
And so, you know, we're in hell. We're in hell.
Well, the regulatory agencies don't regulate.
Right.
You know, what was it, the OCC? I mean, the banks pay their salaries.
Matt Taibbi is here, and he's going to educate more of the common people here about America's mortgage crisis.
I was gambling in Havana.
No, it's not so loud. It's pretty close. I think we got about 150.
Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this. Ha! I'm the innocent bystander. Somehow I got stuck between the rock and the hard place, and I'm down on my luck. Yes, I'm down on my luck. Well, I'm down on my luck.
KingCast.net, Mortgage Movies. I've got Marilyn with me. Hi. Marilyn, what made you come out tonight for Matt Taibbi?
To hear about the greed and that he's investigated with the Wall Street, with the mortgage, the predatory lending.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Chris King with Mortgage Movies. I'm here with, who are you, sir?
My name's Nathan.
Nathan, are you a native Seattleite?
No, I was born in California. I've been here a while.
Well, what brings you out tonight? Again?
Yeah, I'm wondering what Matt Taibbi what he thinks should be done. I noticed you just asked another interviewee, what do you think needs to be done about the problem? See, I want to know what Taibbi thinks should be done about the problem. He's reported on a lot of really, really important topics. But I want to know what he thinks the solutions are if he's really thought that out.
Oh, I'm sure he has, but I want to ask him similar questions too. Again, in terms of the judiciary and the U.S. trustees holding them accountable for proof of claims on B-10 proof of claims, as well as standing and standing issues, as well as real party and interest. And these judges, we're seeing cases where the consumers are increasingly educated, but what happens is that the judges, especially if they're pro se, the judges shut them down anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what needs to be done about that? I mean, if the judges are elected, then it's really a get out the vote and find a candidate effort. If they're appointed, then and with the way our Constitution and government works, I would think the solution is you'd have to find representatives and senators and governors, have to find other branches of government to hold them accountable on your behalf.
I finally figured out I was such a stupid homeowner. I didn't know where the deeds went. I don't know if I thought they were kept in a file at the bank or what. So when I found out they were at the recorder's office, I went and looked, and there's these papers that I've never seen with people I never met when I took the loan out on my house. So for 2 years I've been writing the DOJ, the OCC, the banks, everybody, where's the real paperwork? And everybody's been ignoring me for 2 years. They keep sending me copies of the ones I said that those are fraudulent. I've never seen those before.
I know.
And they keep sending them going, I said, well, you can't be a legal server because where's the real papers? And that they've just been ignoring me for 2 years.
I know.
Another thing, in terms of the whole question that I'm hoping to get a chance to ask Taibbi tonight about what needs to be done about all these problems, the way I guess I should maybe try and jump out and answer my own question, some of the things that come to mind are some of the union negotiations, the grocery negotiations going on right here that I'm a part of, another kind of social justice issue.
Right.
And, I feel they're only going to, just like the major employers, the unions bargain with them, they're only going to give them what they're willing to fight for. Same thing in a democracy. The same exact thing with the judiciary, with judicial, executive, and legislative branches of government. Unless you have big money and you can just cut a check and make campaign donations and so on and so forth, in terms of democracy and activism, people are only going to give you what you're willing to fight for.
Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me out of this.